All right. Can you hear me? Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hey.
I think we have Rashima on, Reverend Devon Wilson on, and Belinda. I'm going to call this meeting to order.
Yeah, you want me to do a roll call?
Yes, please.
No problem. Chair Middleton.
Present.
Councilmember Rathbone.
Present.
Councilmembers Kavanaugh and Hodges have joined us. And Councilmember Menendez should be here shortly.
Sure. Just so we can start, I know that you did come down to a business meeting, but could you just give an overall so that way we can start the conversation on what you plan to do and kind of just the history, just kind of the same thing that you did when we had our business meeting, so we can start off the conversation.
Sure. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So you might hear some music in the background. I am currently watching my 9-month-old son, so you might hear some baby cries too. So,
Yes.
So, he just heard me talk about him. So, just giving a brief recap. I went to the business session of City Council to describe the initiative that the NAACP has taken up, in that we want to recapture some of the history that has been lost in the the seventh ward, where Columbus Park is currently located. Based on research, we've found out that the area is more diverse than what the current name suggests, but also what the city has promoted. Based on our research, we have found out that it was Black/Jewish community with a vibrant Black community with churches and businesses, and over 50% of the Binghamton Black population located in this area, which has, over time, for various reasons, has not been acknowledged or honored. And so our initiative is to, one, address some of the policies that created this lack of information being disseminated, but also to provide a space for that honors and recognizes the outstanding people who have come and played a major role in not only the city's history, but also people that played a part in that particular area. So at the business meeting, it was suggested that this initiative be sent to committee so that we can work on a community town hall. And so what the town hall would look like is making a public announcement that for people who are interested in this process to come and join and be a part of this wonderful and, I think, momentous occasion. So that's is basically what brings us here today. That we are here to talk about what a community town hall would look like, the location, the timing, and also, what resources are needed to have a successful event. And so it was recommended that the newly acquired rec center located in the Columbus Park area be used as the location. However, due to current renovations and certain repairs that need to be made, that is not an option for us right now. So today, in my mind, we're really just talking about what a successful community town hall would look like and what's needed so that we can.
Can we just really quick? Sorry to cut you off.
Thanks, Ron. Yeah. Are we having basketball and stuff? Isn't summer fun happening there?
Yes,
How
so,
can we not set up
so
some chairs and have a town hall?
yeah, I know, so that's one thing, yeah.
My
so that-
internet connection is unstable. It says,
Well, don't, just ignore that.
That's okay.
All right.
Tony, maybe
That's
you wanna
because his phone.
And there's dozens of kids in the
listen.
arts
There
and
is.
crafts. every
So,
day.
so I spoke to Shane and I can circle back with him, like maybe if someone else could come with me, kind of like to push the button with him. I spoke to him and I said, hey, I want to do a town hall, at the rec center, and he said, for right now, until everything is completely finished, we're not letting any outside people in.
There's city council. We're not
Right,
saying-
so, and
I know.
I would be happy to go with,
Yeah.
because I still, I mean, I said this during the work session, but it's a perfect location. Like,
It
I
is.
don't, and we're already using the space, there are already not only residents, but children
Mhm.
using the space, so I'm not sure why we wouldn't be able to expand it for one night for a very specific reason to allow residents to come and visit.
That's fine, if, like, I would love if someone, like, other people could go up with me. I was thinking about, yeah, talking to Nick Ballard about it, to see kind of, because he's over Shane, I think Nick's
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. So
We can
like,
go up right after the meeting.
yeah, we can.
We can
Yeah,
all go up.
yeah, we can all go. Yeah, that could, maybe
Let's
better,
settle,
yeah.
let's find a date or two that works, and we're telling, we're scheduling
Yeah, that's.
we're
that's-
scheduling a town hall there and make it
yeah.
work.
He said to me that they're not letting any outside people in. I guess talking about the community. I don't
We're
think
the
it's-
government.
But
I
there
know.
are also community members in there.
Yeah,
For summer fun programming. Like that's.
But
where-
maybe the distinction is that they've like registered,
No,
and they have their info and such.
I mean, I
as opposed to,
understand we're not
like,
opening it
no
to
s-
outside community groups yet. We're doing
Just-
but
that
city
shouldn't be-
council is city program.
yeah, that shouldn't be an issue.
I don't think this has been said yet, so I just want, and maybe I missed it, Reverend Wilson, but I mean, one of the primary points of discussion during this town hall is intended to be a proposal to change the name
Mhm.
of Columbus.
Yes.
Correct.
Mhm.
I
So
thought-
yes. Yeah, so I was, yeah, so once we establish the town hall and have people participate, the point of this town hall is for people to come together, see how they can have their voices heard and give recommendations for the name change. So our hope is that at this town hall, we already had, well, let me back up a little bit. So we have an online link for people who have already, since we've published it, have been given their recommendations. We've taken paper copy surveys starting during Juneteenth. So since June, we have been receiving feedback for what people think the name should be. And we think that this town hall can be the capstone of this project and say, once we have this town hall and everyone who wants to participate, give them an opportunity to give their suggestion for the name change. We'll have enough data at that point to be able to recommend a name change officially to City Council.
I like it. I like it also because it's community involved, so it's not just
Mhm.
someone saying, oh, this is what it is. This is
Right.
kind of a community, really meaningful. It's a great idea. Excuse me.
So will NAACP be handling, determining what they want to recommend to council? Or is it
Yes.
going to be, okay, so you
Yes.
don't have to worry about
No.
how you're weighting the different options and coming to the decision.
So, and I see Sister Blenda has a comment that she wants to make, but before I yield the floor to her, yes. So our thinking is that, and the kind of studies have already kind of shown that there's certain names that have already taken a lead. So it's just a matter of seeing, what is the consensus and what has the most energy behind it. And then once we kind of narrow it down, then we'll be able to, do through judicial process, be able to pick one name and offer it to City Council.
So will
I would
at the
be-
town hall, they'll be presenting the kind of the top names and the history
Yes.
behind those top names and.
Yes.
Much more
Yeah.
comfortable with a list of names, and I don't think the wider community necessarily knows this is even going on.
Right. Well, but I mean, it's,
So
if the
normally-
focus is to get from that particular neighborhood. The question is how well the sampling is being done in that neighborhood. I mean, I don't know how much residents in South Side West should have input into the naming of
I think everything, I think the main.
Maybe they should, but.
Yeah, I think the main reason why they want to do it at the rec center is because the community based. So it doesn't really matter where you live in Binghamton. It's just kind of everybody, a community effort, which is kind of the thing that we really need to start doing, like bringing the community together.
I
And this
agree,
is a
but that's
great
why I
idea.
don't think a town hall should be capstone. I think that might be people's first.
Knowledge of it.
Knowledge of it. So what do you suggest, like beforehand, before the town
A
hall?
press release?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying it's, I don't,
You want to make community members aware of the list of names
First?
something,
to consider.
or
in
even
history.
like.
I'm trying to, I
know.
just don't want it to get Bodie McBoatface. I don't know if everyone remembers, they had like,
I think that was a wonderful name for the place. They ended up naming one of the,
no, so there, it was one of these situations where they put things to an online vote and then
well,
once
I'm
you
not
do
saying
it.
we do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't, I like the idea of having discussions in person with real people that we can see and interact with, because we all know, like, online submissions and online stuff without any vetting leads to weird
Yeah, well,
outcomes.
that's what the community
Right.
forum is for.
Can I ask, Damon, I want to make sure we're using the same language. So when you identify the town hall as the capstone,
Right. So that is the,
mentioning that's when it's decided and it's declared, or that is the end of the research process where the names are brought, the history is brought, and then the discussion happens at the town hall.
so the latter, where the information is brought in, and also where we're coming together as far as what the options are.
Yes, if there's these are whatever, however many there are, 5 alternative names, here's history that's sort of come up with, this is a list that we think the community should be discussing and giving input on, or some feedback.
So, Reverend Demond, will we, after you come up with those names, that suggestion, you're gonna go back again and ask for community input, or will that just be it after that?
So here, let me defer to Sister Blenda, because she has her hand raised for a while.
Hi.
She might be able to answer or chime in, or
I just want to make a simple point that in the surveys we did, we asked, do you want to change the name?
Mhm,
That was a clear consensus.
mhm.
So
Yeah.
just coming out of nowhere with it. That was it.
Okay,
So, but
yeah.
who did these surveys go out to? How many people responded? What was the, are we even capturing that neighborhood?
So I think that's part of the reason why the town hall at the rec center would be so vital, is because honestly, if we're being honest, like even with, initiatives that the city runs, you're not able to catch everybody, but the more intentional you are about being in that community, at least you'll get some type of subset from them. So honestly, that's why the major reason why we want to have it at the rec center, so that we can have opportunity to promote and say that, hey, we're right in your neighborhood. Come just walk up the street, come and just have your voice heard, or just come and sit in and learn more. So I think that's the selling point as far as getting that local neighborhood in. And plus also too, I do want to make it clear that yes, majority of the Black population was in that sector of the city at one point, but now they have, moved out for different policies. They moved out across the city. So there's people who have ties to that area who no longer live in that area. And then people that, like, my church members are living proof of that. Like half of my church used to live in that area, but they no longer due to, policies and procedures.
Half the families in that
I
area.
I just want to say that I think that is a very, very good idea, but now that just so after we have the meeting, then we'll go back again. So that the meeting isn't the final step.
No.
Okay, that's all I wanted to, that's just kind of what I wanted to.
It sounds like by the end of the meeting, we'll have the list of names that it will be selected from.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the hope, is that at that meeting, we'll have
We won't have the decision, just the list.
we'll have exactly. We'll have the information we
about
need.
Is there and feel free to pivot if we're not ready to get there yet, but we know that we want to push back a little bit on location. We know that we want the rec center, so we'll do what we can to secure that. Do you have a date in mind? I'm assuming that it would be an evening conversation, but
Yes.
thoughts on date and time?
So, and again, a lot of this is, not set in stone. It's open for discussion. We welcome feedback. But the idea was to have it for our September general membership meeting. So as the NAACP, we have our meetings on the first, well, in September will be the second Monday because of the holiday, but we normally have it on a Monday at 6. And so we invite all of our general membership to come out and participate. And so we were looking to use that space, that time frame, that time and date to host this meeting as well. So, and again, it would not be at our normal location, but hopefully at the rec center if we can work
We're
that out.
going to advertise this as a city council town hall,
Right.
co-sponsored by you or whatever, because, again,
Right.
we're going to push back based on this is an internal.
Right, I think
City
you're just saying
council
that's when
budget.
this membership is
I
available.
know, but
So what the date would be, the 8th?
8th, yeah, September 8th at 6 or whatever time.
Yeah, we can do it that way.
So one of our regularly scheduled Monday evening work sessions is scheduled for 6 p.m. on the 8th.
We could
work
move it.
session,
What?
do the work session at the
Do
rec
the work
center.
session at the rec center and then do.
No, I don't know. No, we can't do that. They're already gonna.
So we would be
How are we gonna
looking
record
at if we're sticking with Monday, the next available one would be Monday the 15th. Or
Okay.
look at
Is that
other
Jared, is that Jared's
Yes,
address?
we need to bring the owl camera in.
Hold on one
I mean,
second.
we could have 2 people at the town hall and the rest. Work session.
We can make it a short work session.
We could,
What if we just promise to finish the work session by 7?
we could do it for 7. That might be universal.
and then do the
It feels
town
like a
hall
late
at 7.
7.
Yeah.
30, feels like a late.
7. Because we could make the agenda short for that.
Just have to talk with Mike and make sure
Yeah,
we keep the agenda short.
yeah, we could keep the agenda short.
Is 7 too late for a town hall, do you think? 7 p.m. instead of 6?
For me, no, but I would like to defer to some of my colleagues in the NAACP. I know where that's starting the time when it starts to get darker sooner, but I don't know if that's going to be
Not
a
yet.
deterrent.
Don't rush it. October. Don't rush it.
October? Oh, okay.
Don't rush it.
Sister Blenda,
From 7 p.m.
Or we can-
7 sounds. I saw Sister Cynthia on here. I don't know if you're still here, but
Schedule before, or to be the first time.
Trying.
Precedent wise.
oh, okay. Well, 7's okay with me. Yeah.
Is there, everybody else said they were okay with that?
And this is the 15th?
No,
So
If we did the 15th.
The A.
the 15th is the mayor's budget
The
address.
15th, yeah. I know.
That is at 5.
Yeah, that is at 5.
Either way.
I like the 8th though for us and for our planning purposes.
So 8th is the preferred date.
Yes, it's
Had
preferred,
some-
but
We sort of, I don't think you could hear, but we chatted a little bit about moving our work session up to 5:30 instead of 6, which is a possible option, but if there's, or 5 even.
That's fine.
Maybe we should talk about 5.
So if we talk about 5, then we could still do the town hall at 6.
I mean, because we're gonna have a press release for the town hall anyway, so the press release could say that work session has been moved and stuff, so that we make sure we have adequate publicity that.
And that may be
That
really good
meeting
for
was shifted.
anybody that has to come down, have to
This would be a
wait.
great thing to announce on our Facebook.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
We're getting there. Bob's looking.
We'll just have to include a vote on the subject at our next or the following business meeting.
On a vote on amending the schedule.
We can do it today.
Amending the annual meeting.
We can do it today.
Fine, I'll make a motion.
We can, why can't we do it
We
today?
can amend it.
Yeah, well, let's do it today.
Yeah, it just has to be at a business meeting.
Yeah, today.
Okay, so sorry, you're not following. To recap,
you're fine.
Internal, no.
to recap, we do have the option of amending our regularly scheduled meeting, regular
Oh, wait,
meeting
we're talking about
schedule.
September, not August?
No.
Yeah,
no.
Oh. I think we're trying to.
So we have the option of moving our work session up to 5. We just need to do a vote on it to approve it, which we
And
can
make
do
sure that our
this
president
evening.
is comfortable and.
So we can work on that, which would then
Okay.
allow us to still stick with the 6 PM, which does feel better to me.
Yeah.
6 PM on the 8th option, again, ideally at the rec center. So we'll do the internal piece of moving our meeting up to accommodate the
Okay.
6 PM start. And we can also commit to, pushing back on the location. But it sounds like we've got date and time.
Mhm.
On Monday, September 8th at 6 PM. We have to make it public in some sense, just by because we're changing the schedule.
Mhm.
But I think so I'm happy to work with you. I'm sure you've already got your messaging and things like that. I'm happy to work with you to message from a city council standpoint,
Okay.
so that we can just boost it as much as possible. Is there anything else? I'm very curious, actually, and stop me if there's more that you wanted to say. I'm curious do you anticipate getting into going beyond the name change conversation and getting into some of the policy pieces and the impact during the town hall, or do you see that as a separate conversation?
So, I'll say it like this, that hopefully this initiative gives encouragement and energy to furthering, addressing issues in our communities, because I think that this is long story made less long, is that I believe that you got to start with small wins and then build up to bigger wins. And so I think that this is the beginning stages of a bigger win, down the road. But yes, to your question, yes, this is the beginning of something, else.
Perfect. I do want to just affirm, very interested in that conversation from the NAACP when you're ready to have that conversation and build on this.
All right.
Are we missing anything?
Sorry. Okay, so we have the date. We're gonna go upstairs after this for the location, and we have what we're going to talk about. Demond, is there anything you need from us?
No, just want to thank you all for your time. I know that it's hectic trying to get people's schedules to align, so we appreciate you all the interest in this and helping us. Again, I can't emphasize enough, if we can get the rec center, that would greatly help our cause.
Right after we're gonna go upstairs.
But yeah, I appreciate you, and I'll pass it to Sister Blenda. She has something she want to say.
I just want to ask, how long would it take before you can confirm the 8th, 6 o'clock?
Oh, well, we'll find out today, hopefully, if we can get the rec center.
Okay.
And then after we would have to speak with our council president first before we move the time to see if that's okay for this. And then tonight we'll make an amendment on it.
Okay, thank you. I just have to rearrange something.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'll bring some snacks too. It's always good to have snacks.
Amen.
Bring some people.
If you feed them, they will come.
Amen.
That's in there somewhere.
Amen. I'm coming.
Amen.
Okay.
All right, I think we're all set.
All right.
Made a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Cool.
Have a
All
good
right.
day, guys. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.